Guys, what an absolutely crazy up and down journey this has actually been. Man, I can't actually believe I'm about to say this, but I have literally now made my first $100,000 within a 6 months time span. I'm going to break down exactly how I've done that, what it feels like, and like what this means going forward for the future for me. So long story short, let me just quickly throw a kind of like a screen recording, if you will, of like what I recorded last night to put on my Instagram story. Right now I'm shooting this on the 15th, Friday the 15th of October. I shot this, yesterday, which was the 14th of October. As you can see on the video, basically, I'm just gonna throw it up on the screenshot, on the screen right now, should I say? Guys, do not give up. Super tired, so forgive me for this, but let me just quickly jump into my Stripe dashboard real quick. Hit this refresh button so you can see this live. 1 second, let this load. So I've actually hit, just real quick, when this loads, as you can see, last 3 months, I'll change this. And there's gonna be someone in the comments. Change this is month to date. So I already hit 10K this month, right? It's only the 14th day. By the way, there's, PayPal transactions as well. So you got to factor that in. If you take a look at this, what is it? Last 3 months, there we go. That's 53 in these 3 months compared to the last 3 months. So this is a 6 month time span. So that's 78K in British pounds made in 6 months, which if you do the maths on that, is over $100,000. Let's go. So as you can actually see, guys, I've actually surpassed and actually made my first 100K, like literally 100K. Now there's a big difference, guys, in between, getting your business to 8.3K per month, which is obviously the 6-figure run rate, which is the notorious kind of number that we are trying to hit as agencies. And then there's a big difference between going from actually doing that, actually getting your business to that 8.3K per month mark, to actually making your actual $100,000. Like there's a big difference, because what I mean by that is some people will get their agency up to, 8.3K and stuff like that, but they won't be able to maintain it. I've been able to maintain it for so long now and actually scaled way past that to actually like just under 30K to like 27K. Right now I'm recording this on the 15th of October. Yesterday was the 14th, and I actually surpassed the 10K per month mark within 14 days, and that's British pounds, by the way. So we've actually set records this particular month in October. The record that we set was going from, the start of the month to starting the month off at normal, if you will, kind of like at zero, and making our way to, I guess, 10K. I don't know how the best way to phrase that is, basically, but it was the quickest we've gone to 10K, made 10K in a single month. I guess that's the best way to phrase it. It was the quickest we've made 10K in a single month, and that's British pounds, by the way. So again, that was yesterday. So we've actually broke records this month, and I kind of want to break this down because like 3 years ago on this particular channel, April 23rd, 2018 to be exact, I've got it right up here on my screen, I actually recorded a video. I was literally in my parents' living room. I had no kind of like camera stand at that point. I was completely broke. I actually, in the video that I'm wearing, I've got like a Traptors hoodie on. I'm actually looking at it right now. That is literally one of my friend's hoodies. Not to the point where I couldn't afford hoodies, guys, but I'm saying like even the clothes I was wearing weren't even mine. The watch I was wearing was kind of like a one of my cousin's watches as well. I think it was actually a Rolex Pepsi at that time. I guess I would just kind of had that on just to kind of remind myself that wealth is, abundant. It's everywhere, basically. So that being said, guys, I've gone from being completely broke to actually scaling my business up to, for the 3 years, I literally was literally struggling, guys. I had so many arguments with my parents. I had to run away from home one time because literally me and my parents were actually fighting that badly. Everybody told me to go get a job, and now I'm actually here, kind of like surpassed everybody in terms of monthly income in my entire family, and I'm only 25. I can't imagine where I'm going to be when I'm like, age 30, 35, 40 and stuff like that. I'm literally going to be a multi-millionaire. And that's not even just me kind of like saying that to brag. It's just that the trajectory that we're on right now, it's just technically not going to stop. Success breeds success. Here's what I mean by that, guys. The more successful I get with my agency, the more people want to learn how to do that. The more people that want to learn how to do that, the more I can actually coach as well. Then I can actually I guess, start branching into all sorts of different things, such as like how to create a personal. So it's actually an endless cycle of success. This is what me and my brother was actually talking about not so long ago. My middle brother. I've got 2 brothers, by the way, and 2 sisters. It's actually crazy I mentioned that because it's actually my sister's birthday today. So she's watching this. Happy birthday to you. By the way, I don't know why she'd be watching this. But long story short, guys, it's an endless cycle of success. First and foremost, when you actually get successful and get to that 10K per month mark, you have a lot of disposable income to come in. So you've got clients, you've got results, you can actually then get more clients. That within itself is an endless cycle of success, because the more clients you get with SMMA, the easier it is to get clients. Not only in terms of like being able to show success,
but also in terms of the systems that you can build. In terms of, let me give you an example. There's a reason why I created this system called the hybrid system. This is a system basically that, you know, I spent 3 years trying to do SMMA. I figured out this hybrid system, right? Within 24 days of figuring that hybrid system out, I went from literally 3.1k British pounds to 8.6k British pounds in 24 days, and I documented it on my channel, like literally. And obviously I figured something out there. And what I figured out was that with SMA, the key to SMA is doing lots of outreach. The only problem with doing lots of outreach though, is that you'll quickly come to the realization that doing the lead sourcing, so like literally going to Google and typing in real estate agents in London or New York or wherever you're based basically, and then going through a list of like, you know, websites and businesses, and then qualifying them and then putting them in a sheet and then building up your lead sheet like that, and then finding the business owners, first of all finding the business owner and then finding their contact details and then doing the outreach. That within itself, and this is not no guru is teaching in their programs or even mentioning on their YouTube channel, that within itself, what I've just mentioned to you, lead sourcing, prospecting, and actually doing the outreach, that within itself is like a 9-to-5 job, guys. So I created something called the hybrid system. It's, you see, when you start SMA, there's normally 2 routes you can go down. You can go down what you call the like working hard route or working smart route. The working hard route I like to call sweat equity. It's when you're completely broke, you don't have any money, so you actually basically have to do that. But you don't really need to do that, because right now, stuff like Upwork, for example, Upwork.com, I'm not affiliated with Upwork in any way, shape or form, but I really can vouch for it because it's literally changed my entire life. This is literally the key stepping stone that I've implemented and done different, I guess, in the last 3 years that kind of helped me figure this out. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So I used Upwork, right, to stack up smaller ticket social media management clients over a long period of time. And I didn't really know what to do with the income. I was just kind of like coasting and just like that. And I guess I was just chilling for a while. And then I said to myself, you know what, enough's enough. I want to get to that 10K per month mark. So I started sending out cold emails by myself. I didn't realize that it was taking, well, technically I already knew this, but it was taking me way too long to find leads, source leads, and then actually reach out to them. So then I started buying like lead sheets with my money and stuff like that, and started getting a little bit smarter and smarter as the days went on. I then went all in and kind of like started writing my emails myself, and actually started getting responses back and actually landing meetings with people. So I knew that this system started working now. But the problem was I could only crank out like 10 emails in about an hour. Like literally, the way how we personalize our emails, it's very time consuming, very tedious, and you actually have to do proper research. So what I realized is that I can't do this myself. It's just physically impossible to uphold that and sustain that over a long period of time. So what I decided to do is get somebody in to kind of help me and duplicate myself. This is what you call the hybrid system now. So I created this system where you use a warmer traffic source to stack up smaller ticket clients. For example, you get clients paying you, I don't know, $600 per month, and you outsource it for $100 per month. So you're netting around $500 per client per month, for example. Then you stack up, 5 of these. Now you're at $2,500 per month, consistently, because we close clients on at least a 3-month minimum. So now you've got your income locked in. Now what you can do with that profit, if you will, is you can take like $500 out of that and hire a first line writer or 2 of them for $250 per month each. And each person is actually gonna send 25 emails per day. This is gonna help you land clients at a much quicker rate. Because again, if you are watching this and you're trying to do cold emails right now, who do you think is gonna win to go from if we was to start again and I was using the hybrid system and you was writing cold emails on your own, who do you think would genuinely win? Let's say you're cranking out, 15 emails a day, because you're obviously you got more time than me, and you're very, you're very determined, if you will. And I'm over here sending 50 emails a day without even touching anything. Like my emails are consistent. There's no mountain I have to climb in the morning. And what I mean by mountain in the morning is like, like when you wake up and you got to do outreach, but you don't have any like fresh leads or anything like that. And you then have to kind of like go and get leads, and it takes longer. Then you have to write your emails and then do all this and lead source, and it just takes too long. So what I'm doing instead, and the way how I'm beating you, is whilst you're sending 15 emails per day, I'm sending 50 a day, like literally 50 a day, without even touching anything, spending 0 time on it, and I'm landing meetings on autopilot. Then what I can do is actually split test all different more, like I can split test more copy, if you will. So I'm actually gonna get results even 10 times quicker than you, because I can actually just go and get leads really quickly, like 2.1 million leads. I never have to worry about lead sourcing again. And if you're in agency transmutation, which is my 6-week program that teaches you all of this, you don't ever have to worry about leads again, because you literally get given over 50,000 like ecom leads. Like you never have to worry about leads ever again. Not only does the program teach you what to do with the leads, how to get clients, how to do Upwork outreach, how to do cold emails, I also show you how to do lead sourcing. Not only that, but I show you how to go and find lead sources And I even give you training, my own internal training on what I sent my lead sources to actually go and source leads, and my first line writers to go and write first lines, my actual internal training, so that you can actually just take my training and give it to your virtual assistants and train them up. And that's literally being able to, you know, scale me to, you know, 27K per month right now, literally US dollars, by the way. So as you can see from the video that I kind of put up, I've literally surpassed the 100K per month mark. But let me kind of break down, I guess, first of all, what does it feel like? First of all, like, it feels amazing, obviously, being able to say at 25, you know, years old, over here in the UK, from where I'm from anyway, I'm literally from the hood. Like, when I say the hood, I'm talking about council houses. Like, literally, most of the people I grew up with have either stabbed somebody, shot somebody, sold drugs, they're in jail, or they're dead. I'm not even joking. Like, it's actually crazy. Or I'm related to them some way, shape, or form. Like, most of my cousins, pretty much, I don't want to put this on camera, but I want to be super transparent with you guys. Like, most of my family, like, to be honest with you, are either like really drug dealers or some shit like that, or they're locked up, to be fair. Now, I have to be careful what I say, obviously, on video. I don't want to kind of like put my business out there and whatnot. But I want to be very, very clear with you guys that, like, it would have been all too easy for me to go down that route. Like, literally way too easy. It would have been one phone call and I would be living a very completely different life right now. But I'm very thankful for my dad, very thankful for my stepmother as well, and my actual real mother as well, that kind of like kept me off the streets, made sure that me and my brothers, all three of us actually, all of us, we've actually been raised right, if you will, and we just understand that that's not the route to go down. But I do have some crazy ass cousins, to be fair with you. I do love them, by the way, completely love all my cousins and stuff like that. It's just that the environment they grew up in wasn't the best, if you will. So they had to, I don't know, you're a product of your own environment, as they say. So I'll leave that as is, but literally I could be living a very different life right now. I'm very, very grateful for where I'm at. I literally thank the universe, thank whatever it is, you know, what's up there every single day. Keep this always around my neck as well. This, I feel like, gives me some serious ancestral power, if you will. Shout out to the African family out there if you're watching this. That being said though, guys, it feels absolutely amazing, like a dream come true. Like, literally on my, like, one of my first videos, no, it's like, well, technically not my first video, it's like, it was kind of one of my first videos, to be fair. The one in April I'm referring to, which is literally starting SMA as a beginner, my first 6-figure business. It took me 3 years to get there. It's actually 3 years and 6 months or something like that. Right now, literally, I don't even have to worry about like paying bills or anything like that. Like it's weird because, like, I feel like it took me ages to get here, but then when I got here, I blew up overnight. So it's like I was okay in terms of my monthly income, nothing crazy. And then all of a sudden in May, it just went boom, you know, and the rest of the month just went boom, 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 boom. And we just literally stacked up ever since, and actually, you know, just progressed every single month and grew and grew and grew every single month. It's absolutely crazy, guys. So here's how I did it. I'm going to keep this short real quick. And I'll kind of like break it down into kind of like the main concepts. Number one was, I literally just swore an oath to myself that I would never ever give up SMMA. I would never give up SMMA. The second thing was, well, technically, the first thing was, I already knew that online business was where it's at. Some sort of online business where I could make money from home. I already knew that that's where it was at. The second thing I did was I read Rich Dad Poor Dad was literally the first book I ever read. Completely just changed my head. Literally just spun my head. I don't think it's one of those ones where it was like, I don't get me wrong, the book is absolutely amazing, but I feel like the information at that time came to me at the most perfect time, because I already had kind of like an inkling that if you want to be rich, take a look around you and really think about, if you've got like rich people that you know, like rich friends and stuff like that, or like rich family friends or friends of a friends that's really rich, ask yourself, what do they actually do? I'm not talking like rich as in like 100K a year. That's not really rich, unfortunately. Like even $1 million a year is still considered, you know, middle class, if you will. Like literally middle class. There's millionaires like being born, like there's a millionaire made every couple of seconds or whatever the statistic is. You can Google it, like literally. So I'm not talking about that sort of money. I'm talking like 5 mil plus per year at least. That's like the bare minimum, if you will. And I want you to ask yourself, what is it that they genuinely do? And I can tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a job. I don't know any jobs that pay 5 mil a year. I don't think there actually is. So I already knew that to kind of like get different, you have to be different. It even goes as far as looking at other people and doing the opposite of them. If they go to university, you don't go to university. Now, it's hold up. Before you decide to jump out of university and drop out, be very, very careful with that information there. I don't want anybody to drop out or get into trouble or anything like that. Stick to university, make sure you got a plan, make sure you're actually making money before you drop out. A lot of money as well that's actually, you know, sustainable, and it's, you know, legit, and it's solid as well. Because, you know, online business could change at any moment. So what I realize is that, like, if most people watch TV, you read books. If most people go out and party, you stay in and read books or start a business. If most people go and get employed, you become an employer, if you will. You see, that's how I've always been thinking as a youth and growing up. Like when I was in university, you should see me, like most of the time I was in class just thinking about like how I was going to start business. I was on my laptop I remember literally being on my laptop because I wanted to start a clothing brand. I literally remember being on my laptop looking at manufacturers and like clothing kind of like manufacturers, where I could go and how I'd hit them up. And I was even on like Alibaba trying to order like t-shirts, like blank t-shirts, so I could get them shipped to like a certain warehouse over here in the UK. I can literally remember me being on my little MacBook Air. I'm actually still got it in that wardrobe, by the way. It's kind of broken right now though. But long story short, guys, here's how I did it. Basically, I thought different, as in like my thoughts were just completely different. It was just completely opposite of what's normal. You actually have to come out of the society. You have to give up society's normal thinking. Like you have to quit it. You have to drop out of that. I want to say drop out university right now if you're in university and you don't have a plan, but you have to drop out of the normal way of thinking about things. Like money it's not about luck. Being rich, not about luck. It's more about it's more about science, if you will. It's not about luck at all. It's not that you got lucky. You're not born rich. You're not born with these skills. You actually learned them. I knew that. So I actually honed those skills. I then vouched to myself that I would never ever quit SMMA until I made it work. And the funny thing is with SMA, it's an absolutely beautiful business model. My favorite, absolutely changed my life. Saved me, in fact, literally saved me. Saved me from having to work a 9-to-5 job. Saved me from going down the gangbanger route, if you will. The roadman route, as we say over here in the UK, pretty much everywhere in the world that probably says that shit. But completely saved me, changed my entire life for the better. I knew with SMA though that like it's not really a business model you can actually fail. Like what constitutes towards a failed SMMA? Because you don't really, for example, like a traditional business, you sink 5k into startup investment, like startup costs such as like products, warehouse costs, all sorts of costs that come associated with like traditional businesses. And if you don't sell, you're gonna have stock left over, if you will, and that's gonna be a lot of money like that you basically just sunk and you just basically burnt through, if you will. So it's with SMMA, you just literally need an email address, Upwork account, a couple of $100 for like some connects, and you're good. And the funny thing is with Upwork is that they've rolled around this new kind of like system where now most jobs are literally like one connect. So yeah, best time to get into Upwork for sure, 100%. And that's what I basically did. I was doing cold emails and cold DMs and cold this, cold that, and it wasn't really working for me. I then stopped all of that, started Upwork on December 2019, and I closed my first client on Upwork for $600 per month times 3 months. Then I also upsold them a funnel for $500. So I made $2,300 back in my first 15 days. I've got students doing this all the time. I'm pretty sure you've seen the case studies. If not, go to my Instagram and go to my highlight section. My Instagram, by the way, is at montel.gordon. Literally go look at it literally says A.T results, agent implementation results. You'll be able to see the results. But there's literal students in there making like 3x return on their investment in 2 days, landing clients within 2 days, like multiple. I think there's actually been 3 students, 3 of them coming to the program and actually close a client in 2 days. There's been another student that came in, closed a client for $2,600 in 3 days. There's been so many people make return on investment on the program so far. And by the way, the discount is still on. It's at $497 right now. The program is $497 USD. Completely a huge bargain, because it literally was the same. It literally teaches the same system that took me from literally 3.1k to 8.6k. But yeah, literally made my first $100,000. I can't remember what I was just saying a second ago. I always digress in these videos. I had a dude comment this, but guys, it's literally just been crazy at this point. Absolutely, just want to thank you guys as well. This is a combination between SMMA, building a successful SMMA first, and then offering my help to other people. And I'm a big believer in offering help to people. If you, for example, are at even just like 2 to 3k with your agency, and that's profit per month, I genuinely think you have the right. You not only the right. I feel like you must teach people what you know how to do, because there's literal people out here struggling to eat, even though they're working full-time jobs, struggling to eat, struggling to see their family. They're depressed, they want out, and they just don't want their life anymore. And if you genuinely have a skill where you can help somebody make an extra $1,000, $2,000 per month, and you don't help somebody with that, that is extremely selfish in my eyes, which is why I do what I do. I actually Googled the other day, what is the average kind of like savings over here, and that what people are supposed to have by age. Like, what's your actual, financial savings you're supposed to have by age? I'm literally off the charts at this particular point. Like, literally, I'm not even on the chart anymore. Like, not to say that in a bragging way, but there was a line in there that literally said that like a family of 4 over here, like a middle class family of 4 over here in the UK, has £95. That's not even $150 saved for a family of 4. So you see what I mean? Like, you need to be able to teach people. Like You must teach people. It's not even a thing if you should or you don't feel like you're worthy enough. If you know how to make 2K online right now, that is a very valuable skill, and you must teach that to other people, or your people are going to struggle. I don't like seeing people struggle. It literally brings me to tears almost. Like, there's literal times where I'll walk past like a homeless guy, I'll take him into the entire shop and tell him to get anything he wants, like literally, and I'll pay for it. Like, you have to help people. I'm genuinely a big believer in that, which is why I do the one-to-one coaching, and which is why I guarantee results as well. Oh, if you don't get results, just don't pay me. Like, literally, don't pay me. It should be like that. If you don't get results, why are you paying me? That's why I guarantee results. And I've never had to give a refund back yet. Not even once. Ever, not once. Just because my systems genuinely work. Taking Upwork clients, taking that cash flow, investing into first line writers to automate this stuff for you. And the funny thing is, it's just simple maths, guys. If you do, 10 outreach per day and I'm doing 50, I'm always going to win the race. I'm always going to win a race. Then if I want to do 75 emails a day, I just hire another first line writer for another $250. That's $750 for 75 emails per day. Like, I'm just gonna blow past that. Like that's insignificant. That cost right there is insignificant to the time it's freeing me up with, the consistency, and the amount of outreach I'm doing, the amount of meetings I'm setting, the amount of clients I'm closing as well. Insignificant. So that's the hybrid system right there. It's absolutely changed my life, and I want to scream and rant about it to all of you guys, and I want to teach you guys it as well. So if you're actually interested in learning about the hybrid system, go below. There's actually a video on like what agent transmutation is, what it teaches you. It's actually $497 right now, 50% off. It's going to be released into the public for $997. That's my program itself. Get into that, save yourself $500, use that on Connect, and believe me, within a week you can close clients. Within a week you can make your money back on agent transmutation. Within 2 days you can make your money back on agent transmutation, literally. That being said, there's also one-to-one coaching I offer as well, which is where we actually sit down live on camera, like on a Zoom call. We record the call so you can keep them for life, and I basically get to coach you one-to-one on how to do everything from A to Z, literally the entire SMMA business model. And that also, by the way, comes with a full money back guarantee, because you're actually physically there with me. I can keep you accountable. There's no slacking in that, and it's infallible. You can't actually genuinely fail that, because it's not like a thing that it stops. It doesn't stop. You actually get contact with me for life after that. So that's literally infallible. That's actually got a 20, no, is it 20 or 30%? I think I'm doing a 20% discount on that. I was gonna say 30, that's a bit crazy. That'd be a bit too cheap for you guys. I do want it to be, an upfront investment, and I want it to kind of like, not sting a little bit, but I noticed that whenever I give my friends, for example, my programs for free, they never do anything with it. Like, literally never do anything with it. I've given them, every single person that I know at this point has come to me and asked me for like my help, that see me be broke and now I'm making this much money. I give them all my training for free. Not one of them has done anything with it or closed a client yet. Not because the program doesn't work. You can literally see people closing clients with my same program, same information in 2 days. It's just that they actually put their money where their mouth is, and they really believe in the system, and they followed it down to a T, which is why the program is at 20% right now. I do want to help people get in on it, but I don't want it to be too cheap, because obviously my value, I know what I'm worth at this point. I can literally help you scale your business from 0 to 10K within 6 months, 9 months, something like that. That being said though, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's absolutely insane to say that I made my first 100K, like actually in cash, like it's actually gone into my bank account. It's not just saying I'm at 8.3K, so that means I want to run rate to 100K. No, this is actually 100K made, surpassed that. Hopefully we're going on to making 100K per month. That's what my actual goal is, and beyond that. I can't wait to be doing another video like this where I've actually surpassed the 1 million in a year mark. So I did 100K in 6 months. Now I have to figure out how to do 10K in a week. It's actually 10.5K or something like that in a week or something. No, it's actually like 10.1K in a week for 4 weeks straight. No, it's actually 20K. 20K. I have to figure out how to do 20K in a week, 4 weeks straight, continuously, to become a millionaire, which is crazy saying that, but I know I'll get there. I 100% know I'll get there. Anyway, guys, this video is getting a little bit long now. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want my help, please go below. The links are below. I'll make it abundantly clear which one you're kind of like inquiring about. You can get on a call with me. No sales call. It's just literally a friendly chat just to see if you're a good fit. If you're not a good fit, I will tell you right there on the call. I'm not here to offer a guarantee and then make it burn myself. Literally, it's in my best interest to only take people on that I genuinely can help. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed that. Hope this is motivating to you guys. Do not give up, because you can actually get there. It's easier than you think. You just have to stay consistent, offer a solution, and actually, make your messaging sharp, and actually go out there and get clients, guys, consistently with lots of outreach that's personalized. That's the key, the hybrid system. So anyway, guys, see you guys soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you actually go to my Instagram and DM me if you need any, help, or you got any questions or anything like that. That being said, guys, peace.